Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, from GSL in the round of 8 for Season 1 of 2023, it's going to be Solar and ByuN in a best of 3. Starting on Royal Blood, top right, it's going to be Solar. Bottom left, it's going to be ByuN. ByuN is ranked higher on the Legulac rankings than Solar. And Solar has an unfortunate habit of flaming out in the round of 8 in every single Premier tournament that he plays in. He gets to the round of 8 like clockwork, you guys. Whether it's an ESL event back in WCS, and Katowice, and IEM, and GSL, and then he cannot get to the quarterfinals. Alright, so this is going to be ByuN's patented 2 racks opener with Reapers, I feel like, based on the walling off on the low ground here. And it's a pool first play, extractor pool from Solar, just preparing for this very scenario. Preparing for a proxy as well, but preparing for this as well indeed. So, let's see how this is going to play out here. Pool on the way. 18 hatch from Solar. Ka-chow. Yes, indeed. So 3 Reaper opening, expanding behind it. Here is ByuN. That is my prediction based on the other ByuN games that I have cast. And a Queen on the way, and no Lings. No Lings on the way. Okay, so 2 sets of Lings. No, 2 Lings. Just 2 Lings. And a drone. Okay, so we've got a Reaper on the way, as I said. Roach Warren? Okay. Roach Warren on the way here. Oh. Can Solar defeat ByuN at his own game? With early aggression? Maybe he can. Alright, so this Reaper's name, what the heck? I selected you. This is from Joseph Atwell, a very long time submitter of Reaper names. Wizards of the Coast. Again, probably. Emperor Mensk is an avid Magic the Gathering fan and a space Magic the Gathering YouTuber. While reviewing packs of the children's card, he realized that he had cards from an unreleased set showing the world the cards. Wizards of the Coast responded by sending the infamous union-busting Pinkertons to try to pressure Emperor Mensk to give them their printed cardboard back with threats of jail. Mensk pays the Pinkertons more and then sends Wizards of the Coast to the Reaper program. So this is the Wizards of the Coast. That's a fun story. If you don't know what that's all about, just search Wizards of the Coast and Pinkertons and you'll be sad. I guess that's what's going on. So he did scout the Roach Warren, right? That's why. That's why you do it. He scouted the Roach Warren. Gorgeous. So now he can be ready for roaches and ravagers and stuff. So he's getting a bunker up. He's getting a Marauder out. That's really important. He did expand behind the Reaper stuff, which, again, not surprised by that. Here we go. Roaches coming in. Ravagers being produced on the way. On the road. It's 21-9 army supply in favor of Solar, but bunkers are good. Bunkers are good units. The delay here on these 3 Reapers is super sick. Wizards of the Coast, man, in the hands of ByuN, they are good units. All right, so we got a Marauder inside the bunker, which is nice. Can't really do much against Ravagers, unfortunately, because you don't get in range of... Yeah. The Ravagers don't get in range of the bunker. So this is going to be repairing stuff. Man, this is... Oh, okay. So I think you go in here, you send the Lings in. Let's do it! Killing the SCVs that are repairing the bunker. The repair is not going to happen here. The bunker is going to die. Corrosive Vials catching more of the SCVs. The bunker down. The Lings attacking the Marauders, absorbing some of those hits there. 24-18 total army supply in favor of Solar. The Marauders don't do bonus damage versus Ravagers, but they still hit them. Dude, it's 24-19 workers in favor of ByuN here. If he can hold this, he's in a good economic spot. Dude, did he get concussive? He rushed out concussive shell. So smart. So smart here. All right, trying to get the Lings maybe jumping in. Lings getting a little bit of extra surface area here. Man, Lings not really getting as much damage there as they want. Yeah, killing SCVs. ByuN's willing to sack those guys. This is so intense for game number 1 here. GSL, man. A quarterfinal spot on the line. Oh, man, I don't know. Man, these ByuN's control, his micro here is so insanely good. Got 4 kills on that Marauder. My gosh. Well, how about this guy? 0 kills. Nice. 2 kills on that Marauder. The Marines are looking hot. How many Marines have died here? 7 Marines have died. No Marauders have died. And now it is 30 to 30 army supply. ByuN has a better economy. Barely 22 to 19, but he's got mules. So the income is looking like this for ByuN. Really nice advantage for him here. And I think ByuN, dude, that 3 Reaper opening didn't get a ton of damage done, but did scout out exactly what Solar was going for. That's so brutal. That is so brutal. Look at these SCVs. Like, we're part of the army now. Oh, the Reaper pokes over, sees a bunch of Lings hanging out. The Ravagers are kind of going home. Is he droning? Nah, man, he's making 10 more Lings. Absolutely not. Look at this giant bio ball here. SCVs to body block, to absorb shots that would otherwise go to the Marines. ByuN's economy is insanely good. We're coming back in for round 8. If the Lings can get a surround on this and prevent them from running away. I don't know. Marauders are dying, but every Ravager is going to die in GG, ByuN. ByuN takes game number 1 with an insanely good hold. That's why you scout. That's why you prepare for this stuff with the bunker, pulling the SCVs, making Marauders, gaining concussive shell early. Woof. 2,300 resources lost for ByuN and a full 3,000 from Solar. 7 Ravagers, 71 Lings, and only 14 Marines and 3 Marauders went down today. 15 SCVs died, but as I like to point out, ByuN was okay losing that. He was totally ready to lose it. Because at the end of the game, he's got 22 SCVs to 19 drones and a bigger army. So, thumbs up. Super thumbs up there. Awesome. So, I really don't know what else to tell you. That's just a great game number 1 here from these players. Can Solar win game number 2 and force number 3? Ooh, boy. Don't know, man. Let's see what we get. We'll be back with game 2. Game 2, we're on Gresvin. A long rush map, so I don't think anybody's going to rush, but maybe ByuN will do another 3 Reaper opening. Top left, it's going to be Solar. Bottom right, going to be ByuN. Woof. So, are we going to be walling off in the low ground here again? Yes, indeed. So, ByuN does like to be aggressive in the early game against Zerg currently. Solar knows that, and he tried to combat it with Ravagers and Lings, but man, that was an excellent hold by ByuN. Just such good control, such good micro, not getting hit by corrosive bile, and again, the decision to go to concussive shell early. Just magnifique. We got a hatch first opening here from Solar. We've got, oh, hang on a second. Is this going to be a proxy? A proxy of some kind? Yes, indeed. It's going to be a proxy, and it's going to be a proxy barracks. Got a barracks coming up inside the natural base here, and another barracks on the other side of the map. So, okay. I'm not sure. I haven't seen this in a while. If you're trying to trick the Zerg, drone scouts are not a thing at this level, ByuN. I don't know why this barracks is here and not here. Oh boy, oh boy. So, gas pool, normal stuff here from Solar. He's like, well, trying to mess with ByuN early is not going to go well for me. Yeah, so it's a Reaper neat. I don't know. Overlord is checking to make sure there's nobody swinging in here, trying to build a barracks in this, or a bunker in this area, or a barracks in that area. That would be pretty bad too. Okay, so it's just going to be a proxied Reaper here, and then the SCV goes home. So Reaper's going to show up a little bit early, but nothing insane. Man, I don't know. So this Reaper is from Nathaniel Gray. The name of the Reaper is the Cleaner. He used to be a janitor until he failed to vacuum his boss's office and was sent to the Reaper program as punishment. Now he must clean up other workers, which he hates because he was a blue-collar guy too. Aww. Alright, so Reaper's here. One of them is the Cleaner, showing up maybe a little bit, not really early. The Lings are present, man. The Lings are here to fight. Drones are forced to turn into spores to stay alive. Ah, one of the Reapers gets picked off. That's nice. That is really, really key. And another Reaper is in production, but I don't know. 2 Reapers is not quite as good as 3. For obvious reasons. Fewer KD8 charges, fewer just straight up damage output. Look at this guy stay alive out here at 11 HP. Creep tumor spread to connect to the third base when we might actually get a regular game here between these two guys. I was worried it'd be 2 straight games of like, and then it was over in 4 minutes, but nope. Everything is looking like we're moving into more of a macro style game. The second base is coming up from ByuN. That's no indication that he's not going to go for some 2-base aggression. Oh, look who replaced the dead Reaper. Oh my gosh. Slow Lings against Reapers, man. Not a good time. Knocking that queen away. You get out of here while I'm killing your Ling buddies, queen. Oh, no. The Lings are dying like crazy. Another Reaper goes down because of the queen. Ugh. The cost efficiency here is startling. How many Lings have died to this? 10 Lings have gone down. Finally, speed kicks in, so another Reaper gets picked off. Barracks floating in here to see what's going on. Did you throw down a Roach Warren? No. Do you have a second gas? No. Cool. Are you saturating your main gas? No. Also fine. Bunch of Lings out, trying to get this guy, but not getting through this wall, that's for sure. Oof, almost got a surround on that dude before he hopped up into the main base. That would have been pretty sweet. Factory here from ByuN. Gonna go ahead and reactor that thing up with a starport. And get those Hellions out and ready to rock here. Could be a Banshee opening here too. We'll keep an eye on that. Floating Barracks dies. Yeah, get some, I don't know, relatively decent intel, I suppose. Nothing that's really going to change anyone's life here, but so good. That's what I always say. Look, Lings, I don't know what you expect to do here. There's Marines behind this wall. Of course there are. Or there'd be a siege tank. Or there'd be a Hellion. You're just not going to bust through the front wall of a Terran like ByuN without having Banelings or Roaches or Ravagers or something. Lurkers. You just can't do it with pure Ling, man. Sorry. Definitely not going to happen. He's hiding all these Marines. He's like, all I've got is like 4 or 5 Marines up here. No, it's a lot of Marines over here. Ah, Medevac's cool. Another Rax and a siege tank. So we're just setting up for a pretty standard Marine Medevac siege tank style push. Around 6 minutes, maybe 7 minutes here, depending on how things go for ByuN, how early he wants to show up. It's kind of the Terran's prerogative here, and showing up a little bit earlier than usual. No! The Cleaner, why? The Cleaner is dead. So, I didn't mention this, but this is a... Oh, is this a thing? No, it's not a thing. Never mind. Everything is fine. Best of 3 here between these two players. Great. So, ByuN marching out. The beat of his own drum here. March, 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 march. 550. So, about the time. Production tab says 16 Lings are on the way. Queen's in production here too. And, I mean, stop me if you've seen this one before, but it's going to be a little bit of a Marine push here with Stim. Trying to kill these Queens. Got a stutter step back, but the Ling count's a little bit too heavy, and ByuN has to pick up, boost out, unload somewhere else that hopefully the Lings aren't waiting for him, and try to push up that ramp again. Maybe go for a drop inside the main. Yeah, the Lings were expecting the drop inside the main, but ByuN gets over here instead. Heals up, stims up, scans up, kills all of the tumors in this area. By that, I mean, yeah, picking off a Queen can start a snowball effect where all the Queens die, and then you just kind of win the ball game. Queens are really important for base defense in this situation. If they're not here, and if they're not as good as they usually are, bad times, man. 4th base from Solar is up, which is actually great for Solar. He's got centrifugal hooks on the way, which is going to be really useful too. And look at this. ByuN's just kind of like, bye. Just going to pull back a little bit here. Reinforcing Marines coming in, adding some tanks to the group here. But yeah, centrifugal hooks. Those going to be ready for this attack. It's really nice when it is, unless, you know, the siege tank kills 8 of them with 1 shot. In which case, you're just a very sad Zerg player. Which, you know, that happens every once in a while. Okay, Lings are setting up. Banelings are setting up to get a surround on this. Solar knows how to deal with this garbage. He really does. Centrifugal hooks, like 10 seconds away here. Maybe 12. There you go, 14. What are these guys doing all the way? He's trying to Baneling bust? But there was a siege tank, so never mind, he says. Let's wrap around. Oh, look at him. He's going to protect the siege tank here. Oh, gosh. Solar, you got spotted, man, because you tried to go for a Baneling bust at ByuN's front door, which I can't really blame you for. That's not a terrible idea. ByuN's going to try to land a third base here, but there are lings ready to chew on that thing, so... I mean, it's fine, because ByuN's got Marines all over the map and should be able to shut that down pretty easily. In fact, he's going to right now. Yeah, get out of here, lings. Let that third base land. So, army value is 92 to 76 in favor of Solar here. Let's see if he can... can he do it? Can he break through here? All right, worry about the queens, and then the wraparound, and then ByuN escapes. He breaks through, backs up into a wall. The Banelings are coming. All right, that was a great hold by Solar, completely shutting that down. A few Marines did get out of there because medevacs are good. Hydralisk Den is on the way. Another attack coming up the left side. 69 to 64 army supply. ByuN has the bigger army right now. His third base is landed. The fourth base of Solar is mining minerals for him. Lings are going to be a big deal at this stage, as he tries to, you know, tech up to Hydras, tech up to Lurkers probably too. We'll see if that works out for him or not. Great target fire on that Baneling for sure. And attempted fourth base from Solar on this high ground. Oh, this group wanders into the third and is going to kill some drones and then pick up and boost into the main, because that's what you do in that situation. Yeah, just firing away here. Stutter step, Baneling. Too many Banelings to target fire and to pick up and to get out of there again. Resources lost, 5,300 from Solar, only 3,000 from ByuN. Are we surprised by these numbers? No. The cost effectiveness of ByuN is legendary. It's why he's one of the 4 horsemen. One of the abjectly terrifying Terran players that exist in the world today and have for years because of these shenanigans. Okay, so yeah, this is turning into a little bit more of a standard TVZ for sure. Infestation pit on the way. Not sure we're going to see infestors here or not. But, man. Yeah, 5th base totally canceled. There's a Liberator setting up here at the 4th base. There's a drop in the main base still causing all sorts of shenanigans here. Lings have to deal with that one. Base canceled. This drop gets dealt with. Man, everybody died there too. Okay, so Solar handed that little 3-pronged harass pretty effectively. Again, you have to deal with 3-pronged harass, but the Terran has to execute 3-pronged harass too. So it's not easy for them, and it's not easy for you. It's kind of an even situation there. Maybe a little bit easier for the Terran because he knows what he's doing, and the Zerg player doesn't in a situation like that. I mean, anytime the harasser, you know what I mean. Banelings. Big connection there. Just so slippery. These Marines, Solar is trying to lock them into position, but they're just not gonna do it. The Marines refuse to get surrounded. They always have an escape angle there, and that is just as impressive as it gets. So good. All right, man. Look, Solar is taking a new 5th base up here at about the 11 o'clock position. ByuN is Marines, tanks, medevacs today. Nothing else in that production tab. Getting 2-2 for his dudes. Oh, those are changelings, because of course they are. ByuN's up 86 to 78 army supply, but a Lurker Den is on the way, and that can be a big change in ZVT. Suddenly, you can't just dart directly at the Zerg army. You got to worry about Lurker Spines. I guess you got to worry about Banelings at this stage of the game, too. It's not like you can just A-move into this and be totally happy, right? Southern tank gets wiped out. Northern area still doing okay. Dude, if you wipe out another base, that'd be huge. What are these guys doing? That's a dead 5th hatch. Lings are like, we can get stuff done over here. Kind of. They kill 1 SCV. They do nothing to save that hatchery whatsoever. Liberator, gets a queen kill, gets a drone kill. 3 kills, killing larva, killing eggs is pretty fantastic stuff. But, dude, bases killed today. Way too many. Solar's trying to retake the 5th base. Spore replacement wipes out the Liberator. Big drop in the main base, and there is nothing in your position to deal with it. Army value 95 to 90. Banelings rolling in. That is the answer to this, and a pickup and a boost out again from ByuN. Oh my gosh. ByuN is just everywhere, though. He's refusing to let Solar rest. Banelings show up. You're going to sacrifice these tanks to the Zerglings. Hope Banelings explode on them. Doesn't happen. ByuN's got a 4th base, which is orbitaled. Not actually going for a planetary there. He doesn't feel the need to defend. And besides, defending against lurkers, when there's Blinding Cloud probably available too, not even worth it. Just lift the planetary. I mean, you can't lift the planetary. It has to be an orbital to lift it, so maybe that's why it's an orbital, if I had to guess. Adrenal's on the way here from Solar. I'm liking it. Leaving a few Lings behind to kill the tank, and it works. The tank dies, but then a bunch of Marines show up and clean out and remove the remaining Lings from this area. So 5 SCVs go down right there. A total of 8 SCVs have died, and 6 drones have been killed too. Solar's got his 5th base. Finally, question mark. ByuN's on 4. He's pretty happy about that. Solar hasn't been comfortable enough to get a 5th base for pretty much the entire game, but he's there now. Adrenal's on the way. Seismic Spines coming in. Those Adrenal Lings really change everything, don't they? So, I mean, Solar at least has forced a lot of pickups today. Like, a lot of pickups today, which has just been exactly what he needs. Means you won a battle. 6th base, no, at the old 5th base location. Not allowed to expand there. There's not enough creep protecting it. Trying to send creep tumors up that way, but it just takes a second to get there, right? Adaptive Talons coming in, because of course it is after Seismic Spines. That is the normal situation. Tanks killed today, 11. 1 hatch down, 300 Lings have died. Once again, he keeps trying to poke in with Lings in this area, and just... ByuN is not going to leave that unguarded. Drop in the main. My gosh. Trying to unload here. No, say the Lings. But the drop in the main base. There's the Lurkers. There's Banelings. Hydra is chasing down that medevac too, but ByuN marching in to the 5th base. Solar cannot lose his 5th base again, but he has to. Look at ByuN. He's not even stimming. He's like, I don't have to stim to kill this. Just going to stand here casually, pre-split against the Banelings. The Lurkers aren't even really that much of a concern. Hatch down. Drop tries to get back into the main base again. No Solar rebuffs that one. But, I mean, this is Solar trying to get a 5th base, right? He's been on 4 bases, really no problem. These Lings, dude. They keep rolling in here like they expect to win the game, and they're just not. ByuN is on top of dealing with these counterattacks. Lurker, target fired. Lurker, target fired. Okay, 2 Lurkers down. Army value 134 to 111. Vipers are out. Blinding Cloud could be pretty sick here, but they don't have any energy really when they start up. But, my gosh, the scandal. Lurkers dying. Is that your GG? Yeah, this army's up here. The drop in the main base is not going well for ByuN, but an army pushing into the 30. Tries to wipe out the hatch. No, he can't get the hatch. His army gets wiped out instead. But this is a 3-basing Zerg right now. Sure, he's trying to get a new 5th base, but that's not happening. Lings roll into the 4th base of ByuN. Marines ready for that one too. ByuN is not sending his entire army out across the map to try to win this game. He's keeping stuff at home so that Ling run bys don't absolutely murderize him. It's very, very genius stuff. But I don't know, dude. Resources lost are full 23,000 from Solar and only 15,000 from ByuN. It is some cost effectiveness, unlike you generally see in StarCraft 2 here from ByuN, but that's why he's ByuN. That's why he's the best Terran player maybe right now, question mark. Don't know, dude. Look at him just attacking in a Lurker Spines without a care in the world. But, dude, income is favoring ByuN big time right now. No real surprise there. Tons of Banelings out, though. The Banelings do have +2 attack and +3 armor, which is pretty nice. But these are 3/3 Marines. The siege tanks have no attack upgrades, which is a little bit interesting. But, again, you're forced to leave them behind so much. It doesn't even really matter if the tanks have upgrades. We do see it fairly often, but it's not like you're missing out if you don't. Yeah, just drops. This is what happens when a Zerg player doesn't have a Spire. No Corruptors available, no Mutos available, and drops are just consistent and everywhere all the time. Blinding Cloud on the tanks is huge right here. So the tanks go down. No Banelink explosions on the tanks. That's what we like to see. Just a casual drop in the main base. No. Say the lurkers. This group could probably do something, but he's really worried about the rolling Banelings. The pre-split is good. A lot of Marines die there, but... And Banelings aren't very good at running, just because they're fairly slow off creep. But hey, this army figured out that they're still alive. This is a fantastic game number 2. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Solar can do this, because ByuN's got a 5th base rolling, and Solar kind of has a 4th base rolling now. You can't see my face, but it's one of those, like, hide the pain Herald smiles. If you remember that guy who got memed all over the place over the last, I don't know, decade or so. Very famous for his very sad smile. Oh, killing those Vipers is so big. Ah, Viper sniped. Big snipe there. Siege tank absorbing some Baneling shots, which is, you know, sometimes that's all you can really do as a siege tank when a giant Zerg army is barreling upon you. But ByuN's just pick up, drop, pick up, drop, pick up, drop. This army completely, I'm not sure that it knows it's here. I guess it keeps kind of poking up. Yeah, drop in the main base, gets obliterated by lurkers. Look at these long distance mining drones. Wrong place, wrong time. Lurker. I thought it was going to get picked out. No. 10 drones die, though. It's 80, and that's a GG. ByuN gets the 2-0. Holy smokes, ByuN. That game was not as, not as short. I was going to say easy, but that's not fair. Not as short as game 1 for him. Got to put that out there, but ay caramba, that was amazing. This is why ByuN possibly the best Zerg player in the world right now. Yeah, I just don't know. Woo-wee. All right. Well, that was something. That was definitely something to behold. Well done there, ByuN. He 2-0'd Solar. Game 2. It was just killing drones and killing hatcheries. 5 hatcheries died today. One of them died while it was under construction. So 6 bases down in 19 minutes is just enough. It is the science of the thing. 70 creep tumors killed. 5 lurkers went down. 500 lings. They did have the adrenal, so some of them died with adrenal, which is nice. 82 banelings is a lot of banelings. And yeah, 7 lurkers at the end of the game, 2 hydras, 12 lings is just not enough army to deal with 38 marines. 6 siege tanks and 10 medevacs, just not going to happen. And the economy here, yeah, just largely red. So well done, that's a GG. A truly fantastic display. We'll put up, yeah, we're just going to do some spoiler stuff at the end here, and that's going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw and what you heard today, you can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself. Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2, Legacy of the Void. Today, gonna be a match on Armistice from Team Liquid Map Contest number 17. Gonna be ByuN versus Solar. Bottom right, it is Solar. Top left, it is ByuN. Alright, so these two players are not quite top level in StarCraft 2's pro scene, but they are excellent. They are second tier in my estimation. So let's go ahead and see who is going to win here today on Armistice. Again, Team Liquid Map Contest number 17. And yeah, so I like new maps. So no rocks, no gold bases, no Xel'Naga watchtowers, destructible rocks. There are 4 of them, creating alternate rush paths. And we are proxying on this very nice bridge next to an enormous pylon. An enormous floating pylon. So, Solar is 16, 18, 17ing as always. And let's see if this Overlord can... Oh, yes, the Overlord did scout it. And he wants ByuN to know that he scouted it as well. Nice. Sometimes Zerg players will keep their Overlords away because the sight level of the Overlord is longer than the sight level of a building barracks or an SCV. Korean here, if you want to translate it, go ahead and do it in the comments and I'll pin it. I am... This bridge fits 2 wrecks perfectly, says Crank. Disgusting. Alright, man. So a Reaper and a Marine coming out. And the drones are going to get pulled here just to make sure there's not a bunker going down in a range of hitting his natural base. Oh, man. So 2 Reapers on the way here. Are you so desperate to win, says Crank? Is this real Crank? Man, I like Crank a lot. He's a random Korean player who, like, does crazy stuff. He's hilarious. I like Crank a lot. And his English is pretty good, too. So I think it's him from Onside Gaming. All right, here we go. Lings, drones, let's pull. Let's get this out of here. Again, the Reapers aren't going to die to slow Lings and drones, but the point is, we try to kill... Okay, killing the SCV, killing the bunker, and we're pretty much good to go at that point. Queen's going to pop out here momentarily. The Reapers should... Oh, I don't know. Yeah, okay, so the Queen's massive in these situations because Queens are very good against Reapers. Pretty good against unupgraded Marines as well. Second Queen joining the party. That's what we're talking about. So the Lings don't have speed or anything because, well, we don't have 100 gas yet. But that's beautiful. The Queen's popping shuts that down. The bunker dying was really key there for Solar. And ByuN's second base is coming up behind it now. Yeah, I mean, look. The Reaper gets KD8 charges off on the Queen. Ah, but there's 2 Queens and there's Speedlings in there to soak up damage and do damage too. Good stuff. Great opening. I love a good proxy racks opening from Terran because what's awesome is if they win with it, great, they win with it. But if they don't kill the Zerg player with it, they could still win the game. It's not like, oh, it was a cannon rush and it failed and now the counterattack is going to just murder the poor Protoss, right? No, that's not what happens at all. Anyway, so I guess we'll name this Reaper and all of his buddies here. This Reaper is named the Punisher. When he was a child, his parents were eaten by a Nidus worm and now he's on a mission to exterminate all aliens. Especially the Zergs, I would assume. Alright, creep spread pushing. Pushing. Going for... Ah! KD8 charge catches 2 of the Queens there. Again, it does damage. It doesn't just knock you back. Everybody knows that. Creep spread would be nice, but the Reaper is being very active here. Overlord trying to make sure no Reapers are coming. There's no Hellions on the way, trying to get as much vision as Zergly possible. And then tossing it down to third base at 4 minutes. I mean, ByuN's second base is done. This level of aggression and a third base is coming in from ByuN here too. It's tough. It is really tough. Oh, he snipes the creep tumor. Reaper does die, but that wasn't Punisher. Don't worry about it. That was one of Punisher's friends, I assume. How did I... Ah! No! That's the wrong button. Stupid, dumb... T. R. It's R. Okay. Well, we're gonna, times this up a bunch. Control-Shift-F is too close to Control-Shift-R. I totally fat-fingered it. Blah, blah, blah. Bunker doesn't come up. It tries to come up, and then shuts it down, and then Reaper harass. And then, eventually, after the Reapers kind of get dealt with, maybe, there's a third base that's attempted here. Yada, 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 yada. Again, Reaper's doing pretty well for themselves. There's the race. Okay. Let's get back down to regular speed here. And is that actually too slow? Oh, beautiful. Get out of here. Get out of here, Reapers, say the Lings. Come on. So, yeah. Okay, so third base from Solar. But again, third base from ByuN is almost... It's going to be done before Solar's third base is done. So, I'd say ByuN is in a beautiful economic position. He's got 2 racks at home. He floated them. He's got a bunker coming up the front just in case. And Hellion production's begun here, too. So, yeah. I mean, Ling pressure is not going to do anything to shut down ByuN and his very greedy third base. That's kind of the power. It's not kind of the power. It is the power of Terran, right? Is that they can go for that quick third, and there's not a lot that the Zerg player can do about it. They can go for a 2.5 base Roach Ravager play. That will shut that down, but they have to do it blind. Getting the information required to know that that's going to work is pretty hard to do for the Zerg player. They kind of just have to do it and hope that it works out. Now, Overlord positioning that actually will help as well if the Terran player builds the orbital on the very edge of his main, which is happening here. I like the colors here. I like the fall leaves, some green stuff, a bunch of water. Obviously, the big pylons are a big deal of it too. Reaper Punisher is here with his friends, and I'd love to see a fourth base from the Zerg. Creep spreading out this way to possibly toss it down. And really nothing but evolution chambers. No Baneling nest here either. Getting a spore just in case a Liberator shows up. Or a Raven or something crazy like that. Banshee perhaps. You know, there's options here from Terran to harass you through the air. Not as common as it is from the Protoss though. 3 Tumors sniped by this little Hellion Reaper group. Working together, boys. Let's do it. Let's make sure this creep doesn't get out of control. Here, 1-1 is on the way from Solar. He's making more and more drones. Finally starting that Baneling nest we were talking about earlier. ByuN's working in some medevacs, getting 1-1 upgrades for himself too. Hey, this... Huh. No, yeah, bases that were built after the rewind do get their spinny things. Yeah, see? Actually, that's not true. Maybe only the main one loses the logo and Samwise DDA gets to take the main base? Strange. The rest of them, though, yeah, they've got their super cool logos rolling. I don't know. So we're just going to pretty standard Marines here, right? Combat shields on the way. Stims coming in here, too. Do we have an armory? Yes, there's an armory. So this could be like a 1-1 Hellbat Marine medevac style timing from ByuN. Off at third base. Ling rolls into the third base. Doesn't do anything because there's a medevac on support. More creep tumors dying. And then Solar says, all the creep tumors, go! That was great. Yeah, fourth base from Solar. Coming up in that place where I predicted it would be. Uh-oh, Queen's dead. Queen down, Queen down. Oh, man. Creep tumor down and Queen down. And it's slow Baneling, so you just pick up and you get out of there. And you have to replant down the creep tumors and Queens have died, and that's never good. The Queens are a big part of dealing with pushes like this. Oh, so question for those of you who speak Spanish from Spain, right? We're not talking about Mexican Spanish. We're talking about Spain Spanish here. I'm watching Netflix show Money Heist, I think is what it's called. It's kind of a dumb title, but it's kind of actually amazing. It's just about these Spanish, like Ocean's 11 group of thieves who are all specialists, and they break into the national mint of Spain, and they're, you know, holding hostages and trying to get money and stuff. But anyway, one other thing I've noticed is that they do their S's with a th sound, like a TH type sound. Am I mishearing that, or is that how, like, escuche, right? Maybe that's not one. But I don't know. Banelings have speed, so yeah, this is not. It's a little bit too late for a Marine Hellbat style attack, man. Baneling's speed is done. ByuN maybe shouldn't have done that one. I'm having a hard time thinking of an example now while I'm actively trying to cast here too, but does it make any sense? I'd always been under the impression and always been told that the TH sound, the, is actually pretty weird. And then, like, English does it, yeah, but like not many other languages have it, and it's actually a struggle for people who are trying to learn English, as the cancel comes in on this space on the right side, to learn how to do the TH sound, and some of them just never do. But if Spanish, you know, if Spaniards can do it, that's interesting. Nice pick off on that Widow Mine there. Barely are connecting because this attack is getting killed too. So Solar's doing a great job defending the multiple attacks here by ByuN attempting. Looking good. So yeah, can Spaniards do the TH? Because it almost, like, I don't know. The first time I heard it, I was like, does this character have a lisp? Like where they can't say their S's and it comes out as a TH sound? But then like 2 or 3 other characters were doing it as I started paying more attention. And I mean, I'm not watching it. I don't speak Spanish, so I'm actually just watching this with subtitles. Listening to the Spanish though, right? Picking up some words here and there, some grammar, whatnot. I'm not going to learn Spanish from this, but you know. ByuN's fourth base coming up. So anyway, let me know in the comments if I'm right about this. Lurker Den on the way. Attack into the 5th base again. But Baneling, oh, nice target fire there. But more Banes coming, forcing a pick up and get out of there. And that Widow Mine gets 2 kills, but it is now picked out of the earth and completely dead. So yeah, drop heavy stuff here from ByuN, but Solar is handling it quite nicely. Now look, ByuN's macro is insane. He's got his 4th base up. He's already at, 77 workers, 95 army supply. He's holding even. But Lurker Den on the way. Adrenal Gland coming in. Vipers being produced here from Solar. I think Solar is ranked higher on the Aligulac, but I don't know. We'll see where this game goes. Oh, that is way too small of a group. Okay, so hopefully some amazing Widow Mine hits. Nope, nothing there. This guy gets nothing done either. Nice. Yeah, suddenly ByuN is in a lot of trouble. Good positioning here, though, right? Zerg player going up a ramp into a Terran position is just like, nope, I don't care what I have. We're going home now. Widow Mine drops. I don't know, 3 drones died. Nothing too bad there, actually. Really not bad at all. Creep spread coming up the left side, coming up the middle, coming up the right side, too. That's exactly how this needs to work. On the other side, Marines, Marauders, Medivacs, more command centers being built by ByuN to try to keep up with the economy of the Zerg player. Plus, if you have a ton of orbitals, you can actually start sacking some SCVs, because your economy is going to be just as good with a ton of SCVs dropping on bases than having 80 workers. Bottom left base, 6 trying to come up here from Solar, but there's a drop headed this way. We are very aware of this, and here it goes. And that's a canceled base. That's great. I don't know if that's map awareness by ByuN or what. But, alright, it's coming up the right side. Some units are dispatched to try to defend this third base on the bottom side, too. Banelings. Oh, Widowmine connection. That's a beautiful one. Getting 4 kills. I think maybe all of those were Banes. It's dead now, though, and that's the key as a Zerg player is, yes, maybe they'll get a good Baneling hit. Or a good Widowmine hit here and there against Banelings, but if you kill them, then you kind of won, right? I don't, maybe not, but it's better than letting them live for another attack. Banelings, Lings, and Hydras, man. With the Adrenal upgrade, going to do pretty well for themselves here, right? The Lings do have +2 attack. We're getting +1 missile attack now from Solar. What else is going on? I'm watching Chainsaw Man. Good stuff. Mob Psycho is a great anime. Really enjoying that, too. Andor continues to be amazing on Disney+. Look, I hear you. The Disney Plus Star Wars things have been like, meh. And the Marvel stuff has been like, meh. But Andor is good. I promise. That's all. Alright. So this Widowmine stuff, I'm loving it from ByuN. Oh, trying to knock down some rocks. Ah! You're getting surrounded. Stim, Kite. Ah, too many Banelings. Pick up. Pick up. Get out of there. Solar. Counter. Is he going? He's going. He's going through. Oh, Widowmine hit. Just in a weird position. What's killing drones right now? Is there Widowmine drops? Yeah, Widowmine drops just killed 11 drones. And the Sim City is really good from ByuN, and this is not something that Solar wants to stand and fight at all. Actually, so 11 drones down. Widowmine gonna die because Overseers are coming in. There it is. Some Banelings. Banelings died to kill the Widowmine, though, and that's always a win because Banelings are expensive, gas-heavy buggers. 6 base from Solar trying to come up again. 4 bases from ByuN. He seems pretty happy with it. He's not lifting his orbitals up. Might be trying to expand here, trying to expand here. Solar checking to make sure that doesn't happen, and there we go. Command center is heading over that way. Creep spread has been pushed back by ByuN here. Nidus network on the way because Lurker Nidus is pretty fantastic. Something that Raynor started doing in TVZ long after Lurkers were implemented into Legacy of the Void. He was the one that came up with it, and that it took a while, but most other Zerg players were like, oh, this is good. Huh. Turns out Lurkers are pretty good against Terran. It's a weird thing. Ghosts are here to snipe them too. It's one of the weirdest things in StarCraft as ByuN's in full retreat mode here. Banelings connect on nothing there. What was that? Solar's control not ideal in that situation. I'm not sure if there's enough Zerg here to kill this planetary. Reinforcing units are coming in from ByuN. And yeah, he picks up and gets out. So Lurkers were incredible in the Legacy of the Void beta. There were some matches and some really big Terran complaining about how amazing they were. I don't think they got nerfed as a result. I think the game just released and all the Terrans were like, no, they're fine. And they never struggled with Lurkers for like years. For years, they just never showed up. And then Raynor started using them with the Nidus and started harassing bases and protecting them with Lings, Banes, and Hydras and stuff. And it is working. And this Nidus erupts in. The response time. No. Okay, kills the Nidus. But the responding Marines cannot handle this number of Lurkers. It's just Marines. A secondary Nidus is coming up. This top right base is going to die to Hydras and Banes. And this planetary is probably going to die as well because ByuN is responding to this setup inside his main. Oh, let the Banelings get into the mineral line. That's a dead planetary. Huge, huge play. Lurker, 2 kills, 6 kills. And they retreat into the. Just kidding. Maybe they're going to go for the Ghost Academy. If they can get the Ghost Academy, that's a huge deal. Some ghosts are trying to get up here and save this thing. They cloak. They get in and snippety snipe. They save the Ghost Academy. So 14 SCVs died there, a planetary died, a command center died, and ByuN gets knocked down to 3 bases really quickly. He's trying to land a new 4th base down on the left side with one of the orbitals, one of the extra orbitals that he's got. Good snipe on the Overseer so that it can't be used again for future attacks. But Solar's now up, 199 to 169 supply. The income tab says, yeah, pretty Zerg favored, I would say, at this stage of the match. And Baylings, yo! Big time hits here. Baylings are trying to connect. The SCVs aren't alive for now. God, more Baylings dying to almost... I'm not sure what is target firing them there. Maybe there's really no siege tanks, but man, Baylings are kind of exploding on nothing, it feels like. Solar, again, being a little bit sloppy, but it's working out for him. Baylings, no! Ah! Okay, and that's it, man. Not enough. Solar comes out on top. ByuN taps out. Army values 112 to 71, and bam! GG for the Zerg. So again, thanks so much to Wardy for the replay, and yeah, big old beautiful new map. Wonderful stuff here on Armistice. Again, nothing too crazy about it. Kind of like 6 bases per player isn't a lot, so it does kind of tend to go for more aggressive games than ones that have 8, 9, maybe, you know, you can get up to 10 bases. So, but overall, pretty standard stuff. I mean, it's a fairly natural base to wall off. Protoss is not going to be happy about that. Zerg players got a 3rd base, a lot of wide open space, some ramps to set tanks on too, though. So, you know, surprised we didn't see any tanks here today from ByuN. I'm pretty sure we didn't anyway. It was 35 Marauders, 93 Marines, 7 Ghosts, and 5 Reapers. Yeah, so no tanks went down here whatsoever. 39 Widow Mines got killed. That was where, you know, that excess gas was going to. So 22,000 resources lost from ByuN, 26,000 lost from Solar. 57 Banelings died, 4 Lurkers, and at the end of the game there were 8. So yeah, more Lurkers lived than died there. 12 Hiders went down, only 5 remain at the end of the game. In fairness, some of those turned into Lurkers, so that's not exactly an accurate kill-death ratio. Did we see any Viper play? Maybe some Blinding Cloud? I didn't see any if there was any, but it was available. It was definitely available. All right, good stuff. That was wonderful. So that right there is a beautiful win for Solar. ByuN goes for the early pressure. Doesn't work out for him. That's okay. He'll come back and fight another day. But for now, that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.